Titans vs. Bills preview, and it's coming at you right after the bumper. What's going on, all you party people? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time checking it out, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Once you subscribe, you get put in for the free Corey Davis jersey giveaway. We'll be sending that out to one lucky fan as soon as we hit that 500 subscriber mark, and we're getting closer by the day, and I appreciate all the support. But today we got Titans-Bills, game that's been up in the air since the game has been announced. And they are playing in Nissan Stadium as of tomorrow night, Tuesday night. And thank the Lord for some Tennessee Titans football. Both of these teams met last season as well, where the Josh Allen-led Bills ended up winning that game 14-7 in Nissan Stadium, as they will play in Nissan Stadium again tomorrow night. So that was when Marcus Mariota was the QB still, and there was absolutely no offense in that game other than I was slightly offended after watching it. So let's go ahead, let's break this down, let's hop right into it. Almost the opposite of last season. I'm expecting an explosion of points in this game. The forefront of that is going to be Josh Allen, who's an MVP candidate thus far this season. Already has 12 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing on top of that, and he's just lighting the league on fire. And this is something when the Bills drafting him, we knew this was more of the ceiling where he could be just because of his physical traits. This guy is a beast. He's built like Cam Newton, except he probably has the strongest arm in the NFL to date. He can literally, I think he could throw it 100 yards if he needed to. And with Stephon Diggs partnering in and coming in the offseason, they are lighting the league on fire. But it's going to be the Tennessee Titans' job to slow him down, and can they do it? They've struggled already this season, but let's go ahead. Let's break it down a little bit more. So if the Tennessee Titans are going to win this game, they're going to have to make Josh Allen make mistakes. They're going to have to confuse him, especially in the pocket. Don't let him get out of the pocket. I want to see corners. I want to see safeties. I want to see linebackers. I want them to dial up some Dick LeBeau, Dean Pease play calling of past, and it's something they haven't showed thus far this season. But with the depleted secondary, with Adoree still being out, and potentially Christian Fulton, we'll see if he comes back from the COVID lift. I'm not expecting him before as late as he was added to the list. But they're going to have to protect that secondary, and the way they're going to do that is making sure Josh Allen gets rid of that ball fast and not let him escape the pocket and make those plays downfield where he does his most damage. And I wish I could say that was the only thing the Tennessee Titans had to worry about on defense, but they are depleted on the front seven as well, missing Jeffrey Simmons, who will still be on the COVID list, and we'll see if he gets activated today, but I'm not expecting it. And if he was activated tomorrow, I don't know if I would want him to play, therefore he wouldn't have practiced at all this week. And he has been a difference maker. He's taking that next step forward this year, and he's playing just like Aaron Donald, basically, if you look at the PFF ratings. And he is playing lights out, and we're going to miss him largely, but we are getting Daquan Jones back, which does help, especially in the running game. But we're facing off against Devin Singletary, and we're going to have to turn him into Devin Singletary because he is a very good running back, and he's coming into that second year as well. And he's not super flashy, but he does bounce off a lot of tackles, and he's not super fast, but he will make you miss in space. They also getting Zach Moss back this game, it appears, who is more of a pass catcher for them. But he is a bulldozer. If you look at his college tape, he had a lot of trucks, and I really liked his tape coming into the league. But this is something they're going to have to do. They're going to have to hit him from the backfield. They're going to have to rough him up early and not let the Bills lean on that running game. So speaking of Daquan Jones, we also got Isaiah Wilson, the first-round rookie right tackle back. I don't expect him to play any in this game, but it's nice to see him off the list for the second time already this year. And then we also have Beau Brinkley, the starting long snapper, who, if he was not going to play, that's one of the questions we had. Who was going to fill that spot? We didn't add anybody, so I'm assuming it was probably going to be Ben Jones that was going to be making the long snaps, but it's just something we don't have to worry about now, and something we can just put in the rearview mirror. Awesome, happy he's healthy. But also on the list, we'll see if we get these players back later today. Corey Davis, Adam Humphries, Jeffrey Simmons, Nicole Pruitt, Kari Blasingame, all these players that contribute on our offense and defense. We need to have some of these players back, and I'm sure we'll get a few of these back today, but we're going to be without most of them. I'm assuming at least half of them. But that's something that we're not built around with just our starters. John Robinson has done a great job of building depth off this team, and that's something we just have to lean on this week. So something both teams really struggled with in that 2019 game was the offensive line play. Marcus Mariota ended up getting sacked 6 times, 3 of them being Jordan Phillips by himself. And on the opposite side, they got to Josh Allen 5 times as well. So that's something that both teams are going to need to improve in this game. I think they will. The Tennessee Titans offensive line has been much improved to where they were at this point last season. And same for the Buffalo Bills. And Josh Allen's doing a great job of not taking those sacks. But whichever team is going to win this game is going to be highly regarded on who gets to the quarterback most. So on the Titans offensive side of the ball, I expected this to be a play-action passing game with Ryan Tannehill opposed to the pounded down your throat Derrick Henry game that we're so used to. I still expect him to get 20-25 plus carries, but this is a Bills defense that has struggled through the secondary the last 3 weeks. They've allowed 300 plus passing yards, a 99 QBR, and 68% of the completion percentage in. So they might also be without Tre'Davious White, their number 1 corner, and that's something we're going to have to take advantage from. So we got A.J. Brown back. Awesome. Probably going to be without Corey Davis and Adam Humphrey. So Cameron Batson and Khalif Raymond are going to take those reins from him. We also got Anthony Ferkser, who's going to be taking a lot of those Adam Humphreys first down catches, as what I'm assuming in this game. And then Jonnu Smith, super explosive. Hopefully have a couple long plays. And then we also have Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, who's going to be that relief gadget receiver for him as well. So he'll be our number 4. This is a guy from training camp that was very athletic, did struggle with drops though, and ultimately did not make that 53-man roster. But this is a game that's going to be back and forth, obviously. Well, let's go prediction time. All right, guys, y'all ready for this? So this is a game that means more for the Titans franchise at this point in time than any other game this season. We still lead the AFC South, and they are scared shitless, even though we haven't played the last 2 weeks. The Bills prayed for us to forfeit this game. The Steelers prayed for us to forfeit last week. The NFL prayed for us to forfeit the entire season. We've proved we are who we were last season, and we're here to stay. The media is doubting us again, and this is going to be a game that goes down in history. That the Titans not only defeated COVID, not only defeated the media, but we're going to defeat the Bills 27-26. Book it. Tighten up. Take everything. I'll see you guys after the game.